Hi everybody, welcome to Unit 1 of Digital Photography. I am your teacher, Mrs. Nemo, and I'm excited to have you here this semester. I look forward to seeing your work. This is my 5th year teaching here at IQ Academy, teaching photography, and I'm also teaching a image editing class this semester. This is my 7th year here at Mountain View High School in the district. I teach video production, game design here, and graphic design here at Mountain View High School. We're going to be using GIMP to edit our photos during this semester. It's GIMP.org. It's free software that you can download. We'll use that in Unit 6 on special techniques when we turn our photos into black and white photos. I will show you how to use that software when we get to Unit 6. If you have access to Photoshop, you are more than welcome to use that to convert your images to black and white. For this class, you're going to need a camera. A $100 point and shoot camera works great. This is an intro beginner class. You can also borrow a camera from a friend or a relative. And if you are not able to find a camera that way, you can use your camera phone if you don't have any other access to a different camera. And if you have any concerns or anything, let me know and we'll see what we can do. But you will need to submit photos to pass this class, so it's important that you find something that can work for the semester. Please email me with any questions. Sunday night's our due date for our work. If you're over a week late on an assignment, I will take 10% off for each week that the assignment is late. So you have a little bit of grace time for your assignments. However, you just don't want to get behind because that gets kind of stressful and I don't want you to get stressed. Email if there's something you want me to review. I'm saying Class Connect. I used to record these Class Connect. This is actually my very first Camtasia. I'm recording this through Camtasia. I'm going to upload it to YouTube and then insert it into our class, and I'm hoping that that'll be an easier way for you to quickly access the information instead of having to go through the Class Connect links that we've done in the past. So this is going to be a YouTube lesson that I'll do for each unit. If you have a special interest of some kind, let me know and I'll look at working that into the sessions as well. Email is the best way to reach me. Unfortunately, I can't get the email to come in through my normal Evergreen link without it blocking your reply, and so I have to actually log out of one and into another. So I'm not as quick when I'm teaching during the day to respond, but I do respond generally within 24 hours, if not sooner. I do put comments in the gradebook, particularly on your photos. So I give you comments along with the rubric, which I'll show you in a minute, so you know what went well and what questions I might have, etc. And if you want me to elaborate in more detail, please let me know. I will record a lesson for each unit, so that will be generally every other week, and that just kind of reviews what's expected for the week. Of course, this session we have a little more to cover because it's our first session. I want you to know what's expected. I am here at Mountain View teaching till 3:17. If you are a Mountain View student, please come and say hi in room 331. I'm going to go through and show you in the class where to find the course schedule and the teacher information. Both of these I did send out in the last 2 emails for the class. Um, they were attachments, and hopefully you downloaded those and have those. I really recommend you going through and looking at those so that you can check things off as you complete them. Actually, let me go ahead and finish my PowerPoint here. We worked on reading Unit 1, and we had 10 text questions for 10 points and then lab questions for 10 points. You can still get those in without losing points for being late. I know a lot of you are still trying to get into the flow of the semester. So you've got another week to get those in before I start deducting points. Write answers in your own words when you answer the questions, and don't copy answers straight from the course. Find a way to kind of rephrase it in words of your own. That helps you think through it and know how that makes sense to you. Make sure you do use complete sentences, and spell check is always really good to use on your work before submitting. Of course, that's automatically in the Word, or I think the Google Docs, right, also has a spell check automatically in there. So, if you have a red line underneath the word, it means you should check and make sure it's spelled correctly. One awesome site that I found out this year is Grammarly.com. You can copy and paste your text into that site, and it'll let you know if you have also any words that don't make sense, or if it's a complete sentence. It's really a great resource. Week 3, that's where we're at right now. And each unit we take 2 weeks to do. The second week, the first week I kind of just let you get kind of comfortable with what was going on. So we didn't have anything do that first week on week 1. And this week we're working on our photography assignment. And I have reduced some things in this course, and one of them is that you're only going to be filling out things for one photo prompt. And generally it's prompt number 1, except unit 3 we are going to be doing prompt number 5. And I'll remind you that when we get to that recording. And then you have a 15-point quiz. So prompt number 1, which I'll show you in the course where you find this, but it says learning to take great photographs takes practice. Choose one subject and take at least 25 pictures of the subject. It can be an object, a person, an animal, a building, etc. If you use a film camera, which I don't think I've had one student in 5 years use a film camera, you can take fewer pictures because of course it costs money to develop the film. But if you're using a digital camera, try to take at least 25 pictures and more if possible. But you're only going to submit your 3 best photos, okay? So your 3 best photos out of this photo shoot activity you will submit. Generally, I give all students full points on this part because we're just getting familiar with using our camera and how to turn the pictures in. And so I'm not as picky about exposure and those types of things that we'll be looking for later. The podcasts that you will see in class, I left them in there in case anybody wants to listen to them, but they are optional and you won't be graded on those, but I did not remove them. I did remove all but 2 discussions from the course. I found that if someone got behind, it was really hard. You would just lose points for the discussions, and I just felt it was hurting too many people's grades. So I did keep the check-in at midterm for 5 points, and then also the one at the end of the course, which gives me feedback, and you get 10 points for letting me know how the semester went, what you liked about the class, etc. Email is the best way to reach me. I do put comments in the gradebook of your photos. And then I have a question for all of you. I have used Edmodo to share photos with everybody in the past. However, only about half of the students have been using that to share the photos they're taking. So I'm wanting to throw out there if you have something else that you'd prefer that I use, like Padlet or Edmodo. I guess I'm wanting everybody to kind of give me feedback and let me know. Whenever you're doing any type of art, it's really nice to be able to share and see what other people are creating. It can be very inspirational and help kind of push you to see, how other people interpret the prompt. And so I really think this is an important part of the course, and I want to find a way that we can share photos in a way that you enjoy. So please, please, please email your suggestion idea, and as soon as I know if we're going to continue using Edmodo or switch to Padlet or something, I will email everybody. Okay, so here we are within the class. Mine might look a little different. It's the teacher's view, but we're looking at when you go in the class home link here. Each week you will have an announcement that I have already gone through for the whole semester and added them in, so they'll show up here telling you what's expected. Actually, I wonder why week 3, maybe the class announcement is not the same as the calendar. So maybe I do need to go in and add that. I was thinking from the calendar. So in the calendar I went in, and for each week, when you go to agenda, it should show you what is expected. So for this week on your agenda, you should see that you need to turn in 3 photos from prompt number 1 for 15 points and take the unit 1 quiz for 15 points. So and that's, if you're looking at the week, it will show up for the whole week. We're working on unit 1 in photography. So if you find there's some other way a teacher is showing this information that helps you, let me know so I want to make sure that I'm really clear there. So down below, the first week I had my welcome, and then I posted the photo rubric. If I click on that, it'll open up. So on this first assignment that you'll be submitting, I pretty much give everybody full points as long as they turn in 3 JPEGs that are not blurry and, etc. So this is what I will be looking at after that though. Subject, strong subject choice. Can I tell what your subject's going to be? Did you follow the photo prompt? And did you turn in 3 photos? And those should be JPEGs. And then if you need a little work, like, I'll kind of say what that is. And sometimes I do like 3.5 points. I don't always take off a whole point. Sometimes it's just a half a point here and there if they're good, but not, as good as they could be. Exposure, that's how much light a subject has on it. Is it balanced? Is it overexposed or underexposed? And we'll talk about that this semester, so you'll learn what that means. If one shot's a little too dark or too light, you'll lose a point. If two shots are too light or too dark, it's 2 points. And then quality, in order to get this to go up to 15 points, this is just how this is working out. All shots are in focus is 3 points. One shot's a little out of focus, 2 points, etc. Composition, is it interesting? Is it thought out? If we have a composition that we're following, did you follow the prompt? And then here you get 1 point for posting on Edmodo, and that may change to something else once we decide if we're going to continue using Edmodo or switch to Padlet or something else. All right, so that's the photo rubric we'll be using all semester. And then when we get into the course, I had somebody ask about how to turn in the pictures. So let me go into our first unit. When I click on the unit, I can see all the lessons. These little icons that look like it's a drop box, kind of an old-fashioned drop box is what that is. When you come down to the photography assignment, if I click on the photography assignment, I will see the 4 prompts. We're following the first prompt here, which is what I copied and pasted onto the slide. So I already talked about that. And then when I'm ready to turn that in, I'm going to come to the drop box for the photo assignment. And that's right here. And when I click here, I'm going to click Add Attachments. I'm in Unit 1 Photography Assignment. I click Add Attachments. I'm going to click Upload. I'm going to navigate to my area where I'm saving my pictures. And let's see, I think I have some, oh, that's a video. Okay, here's an awesome picture I did not take, but I would select, say this is my assignment. Make sure that you name it so that your name's on it so I know it's yours. And then you'll see this obviously isn't named correctly, but we've got the first one, and then I'm going to click Upload again to get another photo. And here's some students I have at a tech event. So let's say, for example, that these were the 3 pictures I took for the assignment. So you would organize those ahead of time, look through them, make sure you have 3 that are in focus, have good lighting, that you're real happy with, your favorite 3. And then you click on Upload again to go pick your third one. And I would say Open. And then you just click Update, and those will go right into my Dropbox so I can grade them. If you accidentally upload a picture, the wrong one, you can just click that little X next to it and it'll get rid of it, and then click Upload and go reselect the photos. I should have some great photos in here that I took, but okay, anyway. Okay, I'm going to say Cancel. So that's how you quickly, easily go in and make upload your photos so that I can grade them. All right, let's see. What else did I want to cover while I'm in here? Oh yes, course materials. I did email out the syllabus and the course schedule. I attached those to an email the last 2 weeks, but in case you can't find it or you didn't print it out, you want to look at it again, here's the information right here. The syllabus. This is the IQ email I have. This is the phone number straight to my classroom. I am teaching to about 3:17, so it'd be good if you called it like 3:20 maybe. Let's see. This goes down through and lists all the different tasks and assignments we have and what percentage they end up equaling so that it's real clear where your points are coming from. You'll see here that Unit 10 is optional, not graded. So at the end, we're going through 9 units and not 10. And we're also not taking pictures for assignment unit number 8, landscapes. So you'll see that if you're looking at, let's go back to course materials, and I click on the course schedule. I went through here and highlighted in green as each unit begins, and I also highlighted the prompt that we're following. You'll see on each unit we're following prompt number 1, except for unit 3's prompt number 5. Okay, and then there's spring break, and this kind of goes through. So if you have any questions ever, please let me know, but I tried to be really, really clear here so that you know exactly what's expected from you. And I'm super excited to see your work this semester. All right, it's great to meet you. Thank you for sitting through and watching this Unit 1 video so that you know what's expected. And if you have any questions at all, please email me. I look forward to seeing your photos, and I'll see you on the next unit.